Welcome everyone to my channel. I'm Merceray06 and here we have our first ever review on this channel of the Iron Man, Black Iron Man from the 2008 line of figures Transformers crossovers. And now for a bit of context. So basically for the context, Transformers usually makes collaboration with other companies to release figures based on characters from comics, video games, and even shoes. Yeah, but the one that has lasted the longest is the Transformers crossovers. It's basically a line of figures that ran from 2008 to 2011, and its main focus was on Marvel characters such as Spider-Man, Carnage, Hulk, Venom, among others. Now, after explaining a little bit of context of this line of figures, we will go ahead with the main event. So here is Iron Man in his jet mode, and it's quite nice if you thought about it. I bought this figure at a very cheap store, and on the internet you usually find it like $16, $17. I find it here for 20 or less. Well, so first of all, this figure, I think it is a redeco of the Iron Man from the same line 2008, but this one has the colors of War Machine, that as you may know is like one of the many armors Tony Stark uses in his battles. Well, so here it's his jet mode. It's a very nice detailed jet mode. Here you can see the cockpit, the jet's nose, and for accessories, as you can see here, there are some missiles, some that are pegged to the wings of the jet that you can plug back in. That's nice. And here we can see that it can shoot some missiles, and well, let's give it a go. Its firepower may not be that powerful, but at least it does the job right. So for the accessories, as I may have shown you, here he has his launchable missiles, and here you have two other missiles that are pegged to the plane wings that you can actually take off. But for my personal experience, I recommend you to not to take off these little ones, as you may lose it very easily. Let's plug it back in. Quite nice. And well, let's go ahead with the transformation then. With the transformation, so you basically want to detach his feet from the back side of the jet mode, and then take on the ankles and lower them here. Lower them. It's lower this. Like this. It has to look like this, and now what you gotta do is detach this part of here. Detach the feet. It may be a little trickier sometimes, since it doesn't always cooperate, but as you can see here, it is nicely done. Now here in the waist there is a peg. There's something back here, and now take the nose of the jet mode of the jet, and what you want to do is split it up. Since here, as you can see there, it's a peg that plugs right in here, and it is secure. I recommend you that, since you don't want to be bothered by the feet, you attach them each other. The connection for the waist, it may be a little trickier. Sometimes it may detach itself off, but once done, it is nicely secure. Now let's get up to the arms. Here you may want to detach both arms. Detach both arms from the planes, as there are some pegs here. And what you want to do is move this back, and it's done. Now for the jet, I have to warn you that you may be a little precautious. Take care of this part of the wings of the plane, so it may loosen a bit and it might actually fall off. Mine's like that, but yeah, you get a point. So basically, what here it is a hole and here it is a peg. You might actually want to plug this in so that it doesn't bother us later. Now here, grab the wings and fold them in his back. And now for the head, you may actually want this part to come forward. Yes, nice and done. And last but not least, his hands. His hands may be a little trickier to get. Make sure nothing comes off. And here we have it. We have War Machine from Transformers Crossovers, or as they call it, Iron Man in his black deco, in a black color. And here for his chest, you might want to actually lower the cockpit. And yeah, it is nicely done. For posability, its arms move 360. Here his elbows may move like that. He can move his arms, his hands, and he can also move his barrels and his missiles to shoot like this. Oh. Just like that. Let's take it in again, since it can get lost easily. And it has no waist swivel, but it does have a head swivel. You can do this. And now for his feet, they are kind of stiff actually. It's hard for me to move in like that. Since they are stiff, I really don't think they can do. So basically it can move that far. And here it is for the ankle. For the back, moving it back, I don't think so, a little bit much, because of the cable, the back cable. It may be unfortunate for it. His feet had some pivots here for posability. And I think that's it for the figure. Move here, move here. So to conclude this video, I actually want to say something. So this Iron Man deco or figure, since they are basically the same but in a different color tone. So if you see, I actually see that this is a good figure. I actually recommend it if you are a Transformers and Marvel fan, to have like a combination of both. And it's very possible, yeah, and has toys that some toys of nowadays toys and studio series can do. And like shoot these things. Toys nowadays doesn't have these functions. Some of them has, like for example Studio Series KSI Boss or Thundercracker, but I think that's, since they are remolds of other figures, I don't really think they can. So yeah, you get a point. For a size comparison, I'll bring over here my friend Hot Rod from the Studio Series 86. So yeah, it has the size of a Voyager class, and like you may get a point. It's that it's really big. It's a medium-sized figure. So to close the first review of my channel, I really recommend this figure to buy it if you want it, and if it is in a like a cheap price, it's highly recommended to get it or say goodbye to it. So thanks for seeing my first review. My name is Merceria06, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.